Hello, gamers. It's time for another Loft Fact question. So, uh, level limits. What's the deal? Okay, so Old School Essentials, which is our main game engine, goes up to level 14 because it's kind of a BX thing. And BX stands for Basic Expert because in the main brand name of our favorite game that goes back 50 years next year, there was a basic box set and an expert box set, and that went up to levels 14. The basic box set, like the one I got for Christmas in 1982, that covered levels 1 through 3, and the expert set covered levels 4 through 14. Now, in the Loft project, we are going beyond that. So we're not just BX, we're going BECMI, BECMI. So Basic Expert Companion Masters Immortals. So basic was levels 1 to 3, expert levels 4 to 14, companion set, that was levels 15 to 25, master set, the black box, that was levels 26 to 36. So yeah, we're going to levels 36. And then there was a gold box for immortals. And in 40 years of this campaign, going back to 1987, yeah, that's happened. If you listen to Loft News, where a certain blue-haired elf broadcasts news from the Loft worlds, from the top of the Tower of Size in Galantry City, there was a commercial, or a public service announcement about the Church of Berelias. And Berelias is a player character immortal, who had his apotheosis or his ascendancy way back in the 80s. So our campaign goes all the way back to, mine goes back to 1987, and I inherited the campaign. So the actual campaign before me goes back further than that. As if I just did the math in my head here because I'm a nerd, and I'm like, well, if Berelias ascended in the 80s, and I say the campaign started in 1987, that means it was only 3 years before the 1990s started. Are you saying that he made it to 36th level and ascended to immortality in 3 years? No. Okay. So to cover that, yes, in 1987, my campaign sort of merged with and inherited one that went back way back before then, but that's another story for another time. The point of this FAQ is that, or this FAQ answer is that, yeah, we're going all the way to levels 36. And don't worry about being challenged. There was the C series of companion modules in the day that challenged people levels 15 to 25. There was the M series of Masters modules in the day that challenged people levels 26 to 36, so do not worry. People in charge of the brand name version of our favorite game these days may cap things at 20, but that is not the way that it always was. So if you're looking for epic level play, that can definitely happen in the Loft project, because we're going to level 36 and possibly beyond. So, that kind of takes care. Now, what's going to happen? Now, for those of you, I was chatting with somebody this morning who had just purchased the OSE Advanced set, which I do not receive a sales check for anything. I don't get a commission, so I'm promoting it. We're using it, but I'm not getting a cut. But that's all right, because I'm more than happy to promote Old School Essentials, because I think it is the most well laid out, most user-friendly, new person-friendly version of the best version of our favorite game that's out there. So what happens when your character gets above level 14 in the Loft project then, if let's say the OSE rules only go to level 14? Well, then some epic stuff happens. So there are epic versions of every character class. So do not worry, there will be abilities for you to earn and gain above level 14. Now that's going to take people a little while though. One of the players last week at one of our OSE tables for the Loft project observed that getting to level 10 in OSE is like getting to level 20 in 5e. But yes, it is. It's a whole different kind of advancement. So by level 9 or 10 for most character classes in OSE, there is the option to settle down. There's the option for a mage to build a tower and attract apprentices. The option for a cleric to start a new church, the option for a monk to start a new monastery, the option for a thief to try to start their own thieves guild, or maybe try to take over an existing one, although that's harder because that involves a war. For an assassin to start an assassin's guild, or for a group of adventurers to go find a wilderness place on the map, start a new town. So these things are definitely available at like level 9 or 10. So level 9 or 10 in OSE is pretty much like getting to level 20 in 5e. It takes about as long too. Advancement is slower, so but definitely well worth it. So I hope that kind of answers the idea of level caps and things like that. So yeah, we're going to 36. We are also not level capping non-humans. Non-humans can advance to the same heights that humans can. This of course means that in the Old School Essentials Advanced, this is one of the options that they present. And so on page 86 in your Old School Essentials Advanced Player's Tome, there's some stuff for humans to kind of make it up to them, because humans don't have infravision, and so if you're going to let the demi-humans advance without level limits, then the humans need a little something. So that's on page 86 of your Old School Essentials Player's Tome for the extra stuff for the humans. Poor little humans, blind in the dark, don't have infravision. Anyway, yet somehow humans are the dominant species. What's up with that? Anyway, I got one more video to put out today, so this wraps up this one pretty well. Check us out down below, find us on Discord, sign up for some games, play with us, or just come by and watch, that's always free. In the meantime, I'll see you around the gaming table.